Hi folks, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be sharpening some lawnmower blades. I usually get it done at my local dealer. They charge the 10 quid a blade, which isn't too bad in itself, but when you've got 3 or 4 machines and you want to do them regularly and keep the blades nice and sharp, it soon adds up. So I went in yesterday and I bought myself one of these. I got it for Screwfix, Erbauer angle grinder. It's the low spec one. It was reduced for 40 odd quid to 32.99, I think it was. Yeah, so that will do the job. I also got some flap discs, which do the job of sharpening it really well according to recommendations. I got 80 and 60 grit, which is the difference in the thickness of the abrasiveness of the sandpaper, sorry. So yeah, a little bit of money, but hopefully it will reap rewards over the term, the period of a year or a season at least, you know, sharpening your own blades. I think I can do that and get a nice edge in the blades. I want to make sure they're nice and sharp because I hate cutting with a blunt blade because it really damages the lawn. It tears the grass. The tips of the grass go white and yellowy look, and when it's done over the whole lawn it looks awful. So the aim is to keep the grass looking nicely cut, nice and healthy green. That's the plan. Join me for the sharpening of the blades and we'll see how it goes. Thanks for watching, guys. What I've got here, folks, is 3 blades. Big one, 21 inch off my Honda HRD 536, and 2 pretty much identical ones from Mountfield SP 164. I think they're 31 centimetres if I remember rightly. Yeah, you can see. I'll try and show you the edges on them so you can see the damage and what state they're in. So here's the Honda HRD 536. See if it focuses everything. And you can see there's some little chips here. It's not too bad. All in all, really, some more here. Look at the other side. Yeah, same there. I see the little chips. You can see for the end. That doesn't really show up much, does it? And there we have the blade for the Mountfield SP 164. Again, you can see some little chips, but nothing really serious. It just needs a freshen up, really. That one's a bit worse, I think. Yeah, a few more dinks in that one. And that was a newer one of those. He says, I'm not actually quite sure. And there's the other one. So they're in pretty similar condition, not too bad. And struck with a stone chip here or there. We'll try and get them buffed up, looking sharp again. So as I'm sharpening here, I'm trying to get a stroke and a little break. You can see I'm trying to make sure I don't burn out the temper of the metal, which obviously will make it weaker and more prone to chips and damage with further use. So just be aware of that when you're sharpening. Try not to hold it on too long. It is tempting at times to hold it on too long, as you can see there. But yeah, keep an eye on the temperature. You don't want to overheat it. You'll burn the temper out. So it's a bit tricky trying to get the right angle. I would rather it was in a vise if I'm honest, but I don't have access to a vise. So I'm just holding it as best I can in my left hand with the glove on. And you can see I've got the handle on the grind on the left side, so that should it snatch towards me, the handle will stop it from hitting my body. Yeah, so I'll sharpen these up here as best I can, and then obviously I'm going to check the balance, and then I'll have to grind whatever end is too heavy if it's not balanced, as you'll see in a minute. Now, when you buy a new blade, you'd think and assume that it was sharpened before it comes, I don't have a new blade at hand to show you, but the blade is actually rather dull on a new blade, and I don't know whether that's for health and safety when they pack it for postage or whatever. The manufacturers recommend that it should be good for cutting straight away, but I've seen various tests done where actually that's not the case. So it's a blunt kind of blade you get. So if you get a new blade, I'd actually recommend sharpening it before you even fit it. Just put a little edge in it. Why they think that you can cut grass with a dull, blunt blade is beyond me. So just to remind you folks, the importance of a well-balanced sharp blade means efficient cutting, longevity of your equipment. If it's off balance, it will throw a lot more vibration into your lawnmower, which obviously is going to shake it to bits. And ultimately, if you can sharpen the blades yourself, you're going to save maintenance costs for sure. Like I say, if you get one lawnmower and you're firing a blade into your dealership once a year because you're using it for domestic cutting, it's probably worth just sticking it in. But if you get 4 or more lawnmowers which you use regularly, you want the blades to be as sharp as they can be to leave a good cut. Nobody likes to see a yellow lawn because the grass has been damaged by a blunt blade. Yeah, it just kind of makes sense. And there you go, you can see that's nice and balanced now. Just to fit them back on the mower, which takes a couple of minutes, and that'll be good to go. Anyway, I hope this was of interest, folks, to some of you out there who are contemplating sharpening your own blades. I'm not an expert by any stretch, but I thought I'd give it a bash, and it seems to be working well. Anyway, thanks for watching, folks, and I'll see you in the next one.